I myself is the man who will probably die by impalement of a unicorn, Scooter Ray. And right below me, the prettiest ninja in all the land, who would compete in a Hunger Games style battle royale so she could spend one night with Drake, her personal unicorn, Aranya. And the man to the lower right, he is the ninja who says the filthiest, disgusting, most craziest things, but with his smooth, quiet storm voice, Neon Xerxes.
What's going on, good people?
And last but not least, the man who, after finished Resident Evil Village, is still waiting on the Lady D DLC where he can personally date her, Boss Carter, aka Cosmic Nerd Life.
Get on that, Capcom.
So
You ain't finna see no part of that booty.
No. She's not gonna drop it. Let it go.
Look, I'll buy it on PC and there's mods.
oh God.
That's a hot
So
coffee mod.
how's everybody feeling this Friday?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You know,
I'm full now.
it got pretty hot in our city today. So, you know.
Oh, I didn't step outside.
I'm gonna try 30 whole minutes getting just
It's hot out there. It's hot
All
out
right,
there.
so before we get our festivities kicked off, I don't know if Zerk saw it, but I do know Aranya and Boss did. If y'all want to give quick thoughts on The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, is it worth watching? Is it worth going to the theaters to see it? Is it worth staying home and watching it on HBO? You know, give us your quick thoughts on it.
As a Conjuring universe fan, I enjoyed it. Is it near the best movies in the pantheon? No, not at all. That is like one Conjuring 1, 2, Annabelle Creation. It's them three at the top, period. But is it in that middle? Yeah. It's not bad or at the bottom like The Curse of La Llorona. So
You personally injured me when you.
But you know, it is if you enjoy horror, watch 1 and 2, then watch 3. You don't have to watch the Annabelles or it's not even just them. It's there was another one too, wasn't there?
The Nun.
You ain't gotta watch The Nun. That's
but
a
watch
whole
The
separate
Nun.
thing.
But watch The Nun.
Watch The Nun. It is good too. But it is if you're not ready to go back to the theaters, watch it at home. If you're too scared of horror movies, don't watch it at all. But it is a very good movie. I would say, you know, I put it like an 8, a solid 8. You know, lowest I'd give is maybe 7.5. But that's if I'm tearing it down. But it is a decent, fun movie. If you like horror, it is. There's no gore or death really. Well,
Ain't rated R.
yeah, but you know,
there is death, but it's not death
slasher.
on the level of.
Let's say that it's not a slasher. So, but it is enjoyable if you like horror, if you even moderately. So,
and it's a little different of a story. So
it is very much very different of a horror story. It is haunting and possession meets Law and Order. I'll say that. It is very much like if they turned Law and Order into a very
well, you know that one movie did that. What's that horror? The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah,
that took place in the courtroom. That's a freaking masterpiece.
Yes, that is. This is just very. It's a different spin. Like you go into it thinking, okay, I know what this is going to be about, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was entertaining. It was very entertaining. I would give it an 8. There are a few jump scares for anybody who's super scary, but if we, Conjuring one, it's gonna be dark. It's gonna be jump scares.
That's like you just be prepared for a lot of darkness and some jump scares.
Yeah.
Like
The
that's
unnatural darkness. We like, don't ain't no lights on to work. Don't none of these lights work.
electricity does not work in this world.
And Conjuring fun fact. Wasn't aware of this until maybe a few days ago. In the very first Conjuring, the real Elizabeth Warren made a cameo.
Oh.
In the scene where Ed and Elizabeth are giving that lecture, talking about possession, she's in the audience.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go look at that
Right.
She's in the audience.
because I love that first one. That had to, bitch.
That set the Conjuring series way ahead of the rest of those series that was going on during that time. The ones I can't remember the names of.
Yeah, there. I don't even remember any of the horror movies that were out around the first Conjuring because that hide and clap shit.
You know, I'd like to, because it's one thing for a horror movie to be scary, but then it also needs a good story. It needs to keep you engaged. So The Conjuring keeps, and Annabelle, they keep me engaged. So one thing I'd like to do, what I would like to see is how this, because there are two demons in the Conjuring universe, Valak and Malthus. So Malthus is the demon that haunts the Annabelle doll. How these two demons relate? You know, the story's all converging, but we still don't know how these two demons relate to one another. You know, so I'd like to see them. Well, one thing, the one nexus we see is the Warrens. That's the nexus that is shared between these two, is that couple. You know, because they have dealt with Valak on more than one occasion, and then dealing with the Annabelle doll, they got involved in the case, and having it. So now they're involved with that demon. So that's the one nexus. So what is it about this couple that makes these demons so interested in this couple?
And
what is it?
This is gonna be, I don't know if it be a spoiler, but in the new one, it's a whole new entity.
I was gonna say,
yeah, it's a new entity. So it's not like it hasn't been seen before. This one, like he is upset to put it simply.
But it does explain a lot better, like where he came from.
Yeah, they do explain a lot better where he came from and like why he's there. But let's just say he is not happy. not at all.
So that's what makes it kind of interesting and different too, because it's not just we got a name, Valak, the nun. It's more like here's a story with this demon, and now we can understand. And we're like, oh well. And just poor Lorraine and Warren. Wait, Lorraine, what's your man's name?
I think his real name Patrick Ed. There you go, Ed.
Yeah, poor Lorraine and Ed is all I got. Like it's a lot for two people to have to deal with. I told boss in the theater, I was like, it's a lot for them to have to deal with all this.
But trust and believe, if you got a dark sense of humor, you're gonna be chuckling in this movie. Cause I tell you, there was shit funny in this movie that was not funny.
We were laughing hysterically,
but every time we saw it, we was like,
but we both have very thick, mean senses of humor, so there's that.
Oh man. But yeah, so go see The Conjuring if you love the universe. It's pretty good. Go support your local movie theater, or if you only got AMC, go see it at AMC. If you just got Regal, stay at home. Watch it on HBO.
It took me out. We had a whole conversation on the way to the theater. I was like, Regal is still open.
just watch it at home if all you got is Magic Johnson Regal, or what was the other one?
I think Magic Johnson doesn't exist anymore. I don't think.
The one on the north side, they pushed it over, but I went there once.
You said they pushed it over?
Yeah.
It's funny how it sounds like they pushed it over.
It fell down.
but I had chicken there.
You said you had chicken there.
This
Yeah,
meanness.
before there was like all these, you can eat real food at the theater. And I went to the Magic Johnson Theater and I was like, you can eat. And I went in line and I got some chicken. But it's not like it wasn't like a studio movie grill or anything. You put your bucket from your chicken on the floor, and the floor was
So were you able to get a drink cup of OE while you were there?
that was ugly. You know they didn't have like 4 drinks and 2 of them didn't work. Like, come on.
Literally, we are running on a bit too long.
Okay.
So this week's topic is go ahead, who's introduce it, whose idea it was.
So basically, my topic for this week's Ninja Banter was, as a kid or adult, or if you have both, what video game, movie, TV show, or horror world would you want to be in or be a part of?
Yeah.
So
That's
we'll
cool.
go first, and we'll do TV show first.
Okay.
And for me, as a kid, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Damn right, you knew I was gonna say that.
Did you want to be a Power Ranger, or did you just want to be an angel?
I ain't no goddamn civilian.
Wow, someone's touchy about it.
Rage much?
He took offense.
What I look like?
Yeah, he get offended like when him and Ashley was playing that puzzle game. He was getting big mad.
Look, I was big mad because she was.
You just got muted all of a sudden.
Yeah, you
did
just
get
got
muted.
muted.
Yeah, were you cussing?
You did right. I was like,
Yeah, I got so upset I hit the mute button on my mic. But she was supposed to be letting me win, but we see how that went.
Uh-huh.
That was the most one-sided Pebble score in history.
you all right?
All right.
Yes.
So I guess I'll go next for TV show as a kid.
Yes.
I did both, kid and adult.
Okay, what you got for
I
kid?
did both. All right. So kid, I cheated a bit and I went anime and I did Pokemon. Cause
Okay.
number one, there's not a lot of violence in this world. Not until I realized that as I got older and I started, basically my reading comprehension got better. So, but as a kid, I wanted to be in the world of Pokemon. I wanted to leave and be my own independent man at the age of 11. At the age of 11, that's when all kids got put out and had to go fend for themselves in the world. And you could go be a Pokemon trainer or whatever they wanted to do. I was going to get my water type, whichever region I ended up in, and just go do me. But the reason I would not choose it as an adult is because as you get older and you start reading what these Pokemon do, they're like real life. They're based like real world animals. So, and I've told Erana and Scoop know some of these, but Zerk, some of these are straight up demon monsters. Like some of them, like there's one that is basically looks like a nice little balloon that just floats through the grasslands. It invites children to grab its string, which it latches onto their hand, and then floats away into the air, up style, where it will eventually drop them from a height that will kill them. There's others that will just, like the ghost types, that will just, if you stare too long into their eye, your soul is gone. Period. You're just a husk. Others, if you touch the skin, you poisoned and die within 6 seconds. So I'm not going in this world because you could just be walking along down a trail, one jump out the grass and nick you, and it's just
game over.
That's it. It's over for you. So I would not choose it as an adult. But as an adult, I went back to the anime world. And
Wait. We'll come back to the adult.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Aranya, what you got?
As a child, This is very important. I didn't have to blink on it. I wanted to be a part of Shira's world. I wanted to be Shira. I dressed as Shira quite often with my cape on and my sword and my mask that I couldn't see out of good. You know, it was hard plastic. Didn't matter. I had my sword. I was Kelsey, but I was Kelsey before Kelsey, freeing bugs from spider webs, just jumping off and shit, like woo! So I wanted Bo to be my man. I wanted to be Shira. I wanted to be that princess, like I was her. So
You you wanted to be Shira. You out here in the wilderness starving spiders taking food from their tables and pantries. Like just
look here, I was like, oh my god, it needs to be me. No,
it's like the fly. Help me! You over there like I'll save you.
right, it's right. Just helping caterpillars cross puddles, saving
Meanwhile, that
worms from
spider
coming
on the
puddles.
web on the leaf just sitting there looking at you like
Just she's a weirdo.
All
She's a weirdo.
me.
right. Zerk, what you got for us?
So here's the deal, because like Aranya, I'm a child of the 80s. So I had a vivid imagination as a child. So as far as a TV show goes, I don't recall if it's anything I fantasized about being in. Now, a movie, as I thought about it today, because I watched a lot of cable television as a child. But in the spirit of this, given my tastes, like cartoons I watched or whatever, I'll probably say Thundercats.
Oh,
Thundercats. I mean, I can't say honestly that as a child that I thought about, I want to be a Thundercat. Because remember, I watched a lot of movies. Mm-hmm. But looking back, if I were to just think about things I watched, Thundercats, you got Voltron out there, and a little known one people may not remember. It was called in the States. It was called Tranzor Z.
Mm-hmm.
Now the true name in Japan was Mazinger Z. But it was just cool. The robot come out the pool and the boy get attached to the head, and what was her name? Jessica. Now, side note, that wouldn't fly today, but her robot was female, and the boos were missiles.
No.
And that wouldn't fly today. but it would be cool, to be like a humanoid cat person,
Okay.
And they have like a little, they all got little special powers and talents and stuff like that,
Tail.
Oh, and while we're on Thundercats, if people did not know, the voice of Panthro was a brother, and the actor played Cliff Huxtable's father in the Cosby Show. Mm-hmm. He was the voice actor for Panthro. He is no longer with us.
Yeah, he's gone.
All right. Well, that being said, Zerk, we'll stay on you. Do you have any TV shows as an adult want to be a part of?
I wouldn't mind being a part of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
See, I've never seen it, so.
But see, I want to have some powers, but not on some devil stuff. I want to be like the outlier. That it's obvious I got warlike powers, but I am in no way cooperating with the devil or anything like that. I'd probably just be a thorn in his side. None of that kind of stuff, But it would be kind of cool, definitely have some powers and go just be in the middle of stuff.
Okay.
Kind of be like maybe the mysterious person that moves into town. It's obvious I got something going on, but you just don't know what I'm up to. It's obvious I know what's happening. I know the players, but I'm not letting on everything I know.
Okay. All right. Aranya, do you have a TV show as an adult?
Of course. I think, and I don't know, I'm looking at him. I think me and Boss may have the same one. Mine is Doctor Who. I want to be a companion. Please come get me, and we can be companions together. I would love it. Secondly, is the killing adventures of Sabrina. I'm not gonna lie, it's on the list. I want to be a witch. I want to be Prudence friend.
Okay.
Ain't she gonna be at Palooza?
Yes, she is. Oh,
Yes,
I'm
it
sorry.
is, and I'm gonna get a ticket.
Me too. I'm getting a picture with
When is,
her.
all right, when is Palooza?
It
July
is.
17th and 18th.
July. Ronnie, are you
17th,
gonna be in
18th.
town?
I am.
Okay. Are tickets still available?
Yes,
Yes,
they.
they are still cheaper. They're like
cheaper.
52 and 54.
They're gonna raise the price over the weekend. So if you want to get it at a lower cost, get it now.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I want to meet her.
Think of her name? Gabrielle Tati.
Something like that. Tati Gabrielle, something.
Yeah, Toddy Gabrielle.
So, Boss Carter, what is your TV show as an adult?
So I was juggling back and forth between two. Like I was fist to say when it was my turn originally when I went on as a kid, I said like I was gonna mention an anime as number one, but then that fell to number two. So my number one TV show that I would want to be in as an adult is of course Doctor Who. Like just make me a companion. Like and here's the thing, for any Doctor Who fan like Erana, which I've tried to get Scoot and Ashley to watch it. I don't know how far they've gotten, but
Not far at all.
But the thing about it is, when you're a companion of the Doctor, you're going to go on some fantastic journeys. You're going to see marvelous and you're going to do amazing shit. But you're going to be in a lot of danger. Like, you may not survive it, but you will have fun. And that's it.
If I go out, I'll go out with you.
You'll go out. You'll have lived a better life than 99% of every human who has ever lived. But it'd be worth it. So it would. I would love to be a companion to Doctor Who. Whichever Doctor that is, it could be a future one. It could be the Eccleston's 9, Tennant's 10. That what Erana would be. My Doctor's Matt Smith's number 11. Hell, I'd even do Capaldi's just as long as I don't end up like Bill. But, so like, but oh my goodness, I would have to be a companion to Doctor Who. That's number one.
All right. So I chose one of my favorite shows as an adult. You could sign me up to be in Psych. I will gladly be Burton Guster. Damn right.
I feel you. Look.
Try my own personal blueberry. Get a nickname damn near every show. Let's go.
I'd be your Sean.
You damn right.
And let's me in the driver's seat, and you be like, Sean. And next thing you know, I'm a mile down the road running.
Booking it. Let's go.
I'm not fooling with no dead body that just drove a car.
But that's go. All right, so let's switch to movies. Non-horror movies. As a kid, I have two. I wanted to be in Heavyweights and Camp Nowhere as a kid. Those were my two.
Okay.
The idea of just camp was just something interesting as a kid for me. So those would definitely be my two as a kid. And of course, especially in Heavyweight's case, a lot of shenanigans happen in that movie.
So, man.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
All right, Bob, what you got?
As a kid, of course, it's going to be Star Wars. It's Star Wars, period. Now, it's depending on the era of Star Wars, where would I be? I'm probably not going to be in the post Skywalker era. I'm not having Vader hunting me down. No, that's not happening. So I'm gonna have to be pre-Skywalker. Like I'm gonna be around with young Yoda and them, like with the heyday of the Jedi. I'm not getting hunted by mass murder. Nope. You ain't gonna call me a youngling and then kill me while I'm in school. Nope. Mm-mm. Oh, now that I think about it, he was a school shooter. Wait, you gotta put it in perspective. He didn't have a gun, but he walked into a classroom full of children drew his weapon and slaughtered them. Like that was that's essentially the definition. Oh no.
Just woke up.
But no, yeah, I'd have to be in Star Wars. I'm gonna be around the time young Yoda's around, but like not with the Skywalkers. F that family.
Okay. Araya, what you got?
I have two.
Okay.
Anybody who knows me already knows the answer to this question. The first one, I want to be the Little Mermaid,
Cause she wanna be where the people are.
and I want to be under the sea. Not where that thing is, though. You know the thing that's long and it's a squid. Not there.
She
Not
got
there.
a dingle hopper.
Hey, I got plenty of dingle hoppers in the drawer. Let's do it. And the second one is, of course, the Dark Crystal. Of course, girls have wings. Everything about the Dark Crystal is everything for me. And Kira was like my hero. I was a little girl. I was like, oh,
I say you're gonna be one of the slumped wise ones with they stick. Just
I'm gonna be Kira. I'm a Delphling. Weirdo. I'm a Delphling and I have wings. I don't care what you say. Of course I have a fish kid. Stop playing. And he's just like, yes, fish kid. And I speak all those languages and I can play a pan flute.
All right. Zerk, what you got?
All right, like I said, I watched a lot of cable television as a kid.
You got a lot to pick from.
So as a child, I saw great movies.
Okay.
In 80s cable television. So I can be in either Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Aliens, because remember, because the Space Marines, Vasquez and her partner had them big guns they had to hold like this here. That's freaking awesome. And Big Trouble in Little China.
Absolutely.
Oh, I would love to see kids hurt with one of them guns. Like, yeah, let's do this. I know this totally ain't your voice, but I'm totally making up a voice.
Like that stuff came on a lot, it back in the day. Like I know I saw a lot of Commando. I know I saw a lot of Aliens. And I think Weird Science came on a lot.
Or I could just picture you,
and Howard the Duck.
Or I could just picture you as John Matrix's little child companion. And when he threw the pipe, talking about cool, I think he's cool now. Like, I just see you with this little kid voice bouncing off of his one-liners, and in the whole movie, you'll be sitting there like, and then like the whole movie, you're sitting there wondering, why is this little kid with him with all this murder?
Like Temple of Doom, he's gonna be the short round to end it.
Let me tell you something. Because like I used to watch some action movies so that I used to get this old small suitcase my mom and daddy had, and I would put my toy guns in there and say I was on my way to Vietnam. Because I was watching it. Because I was watching all them action movies. So I used to load up. I was ready for war.
Picture it. Little Zerk in Vietnam amongst the opium fields with the purple haze going in the wind, just hallucinating and out of it.
That probably came from like I said, watching Commando and maybe Rambo. Maybe Rambo.
All right, Zerk, as an adult, what movie?
Man, as an adult, I was thinking about The Matrix earlier because I would try to see how far I can push the limit. Like go in there and just immediately accept, okay, this isn't real. I'm only doing stuff that the computer told me is real. So, all right, I'm going to accept that I can make this whatever I want. Let me see how far I can push this. Like, excuse me, I'm going to go karate chop the skyscraper, and then I'm going to put it back together again, just because I can.
See, in the words of the late great Charlie Murphy, see what Neon Xerxes is an habitual line stepper. See, he gonna just see that line right there. He gonna just
way over it.
Serious, I can just be walking down the street and just kick a car out the way, just watch it slide. Seriously, just be folks at the crosswalk. I'm just hold on so y'all can see. Here I am at the crosswalk.
We got a demonstration.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what you got to you got to do that Peter Griffin kick. When Peter Griffin was faking that he was special and he was kicking the stalls open. You know,
Yep.
y'all remember how Peter was doing it?
Yep.
Because all you saw was that little cartoon leg come up like this here.
Yep.
He just walked to the stall, just boom, cartoon leg just straight up. I'm
That's
special.
a Black Steve kick.
Boom.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Oh my God.
And you know what? And I have to mix it up with Agent Smith because look here, Jack. You only can do what you programmed to do. This
That
ain't
is
real,
true.
so I'm about to mess you up. I'm finna peel your skin off. As
Why
quick as I can.
That'll be fun.
It open you up and see how you your insides look. Probably a bunch of ones and zeros.
Ew.
All right, Orion, what movie as an adult would you be a part of?
Star Trek Enterprise. I want to be on the Enterprise. I probably want to
Really?
be too.
Oh,
Enterprise. Jean-Luc Picard. It's going down. I'm a part. I'll pull Deanna Troy
What
out.
color
I'll
is your
take her
shirt?
place. The color of Deanna Troy's shirt. Nah. I'm not gonna get sit down on the weird planet and I'm gone. No. Whatever color Deanna Troy's jumpsuit is what color mine is. She gonna come up missing and they gonna be like, where did she come from? Hello.
Oh. All right.
give a shout out to Tina, who is currently watching us right now.
What's happening, Tina?
Hey, Tina.
And once again, we do apologize by the audio issues. We don't know what the courtroom stenographer is doing right now.
No,
We don't know where is it coming from,
we
but
don't know who on trial, but you know,
hopefully by next episode it will be rectified and fixed.
yes.
And boss Carter, what's your movie as an adult you want to be in?
All right.
I
So,
don't like that hand rub. I don't like that hand. All right, moving on. All right, so the movie.
come on back. Come on back.
I don't like that.
Mine is a cheat. Mine is from a book that was made into a movie, which a lot of films are. We would say that.
I know I know which one it is. I thought about this one too.
It is the Oasis from Ready Player One.
You know,
Reason
funny
I'd love
thing
to be
is,
in
I
there.
still haven't seen that movie yet.
it's not as good as the book, but it's still a pretty damn good movie.
It is
The
pretty
reason
good.
why is because for free, all you need is a VR headset and a controller. You can jump into the Oasis and relive as the main character any movie, TV show, old video game. You can go to virtual concerts. You can scale Everest. You can do anything you imagine
Okay.
in this world. And that's number one. That be it for me.
I thought
The
about that
Oasis
one too.
from Ready
To be
Player
able
One.
to, I thought about that one too. To be able to just play any game of any kind, just being there, I love that.
From the first person perspective, like as yeah. So
I mean,
All
that'd
right.
be cool being in there in Mount Doom. Just a massive death match. Oh man.
So when it comes to me, I did see this movie as a kid, and it forever stuck with me. And I'm gonna just give y'all a visual representation.
Oh, the
Warriors
Scoop
come out to play.
Scoop out that gang life. Like,
You know, I would love to know what gang I would have been a part of because it would have all depended on where in New York you were living in. Boy, the Warriors,
the
what?
Lizzie.
That was a group of women, sir.
I said what I said.
Wait a minute. Who was wait a minute. We can shave your head and make you a part of the Turnbull ACs.
Hold on. Let me get ready to kick this person out this
He
Hold on.
with laughter. He is
Yeah, let's just go ahead and mute him right quick because
Maybe
he's
you
on
could be.
timeout right now.
Maybe you could be the orphan.
Timeout.
One of the orphans.
I don't think I'd be an orphan. Coincidentally, after I muted him, I didn't hear that noise anymore. Just let y'all know.
You're right.
Yeah, after I muted him, that
There it
noise
is.
kind of disappeared.
I still hear it.
The stenographer is with you, boss.
Nah.
No, when I muted you, it was playing perfectly fine. Do you have a headset or something on?
Nope, no headset, just straight phone.
Huh. But yes, the Warriors. All right, so I guess a little more difficult if y'all thought about it. What video game world? I think as a kid, I had an affinity of Street Fighter, of course. I mean, being able to potentially throw a fireball out your hand, let's go. And my other one was Star Fox. But I'm going to say this. This is going to be as explicit as possible. Fuck Slippy Toad. He could die for all I care.
Help me!
You're not being saved. You're not being saved, fam. Sorry, but not sorry.
Oh, you got close to the mic, like with anger.
Oh goodness.
Have you played Star Fox?
I hate Star Fox. I hate Star Fox.
Have you played Star Fox 64?
Listen, I played the first, and that was it. I don't like those kind of games.
That makes sense, but Star Fox 64? Slippy Toad, he can die. As long as the mission can keep continuing without him being there, bye. Bye. All right, boss, what you got? Yes, sir.
So, for me, I was gonna originally say Pokemon again, but that would have just been boring. So, as a kid, and this started with 1997. I was about 10 years old when this game came out.
Thanks, Zerk.
I wanted to be in the world of Metal Gear Solid.
Leisure Suit Larry. Oh, my bad.
Ow.
Use a manhole. Man whore.
Oh man, that no, not Leisure Suit, but no, MGS. I wanted the nanomachines in my body, keeping me fit and young. And you sent me on a mission. That mission ain't getting done. I'm gonna chill at the launch site, and I'm just gonna be over there relaxing. I'm be like, oh man, you gonna radio me talking about what's happening? They already launched it, boss. It's over. We's done. I'll be like, hide the kids, hide the wife. World's over.
Just can't count on you.
Never.
Right?
Nope.
They didn't go to war because of him.
They didn't spend all that money enhancing you, and you ain't gonna even do the mission. That's cold. That's
I
cold.
would be sitting there on that beach with my birria tacos and my jarrito.
Roy, what you got?
So, I had to think about this really long and hard because, again, I'm old. My choice is kid community. I go into a video game and I can wear different helmets, go into different worlds, and
being stuck going through 101 different levels. But
I still respect that. Okay, one of my friends was playing it. I think it was my 360, the Genesis Classic, and he was like, "How do you remember what?" I was like,
You see, I was just humming the music from the volcano level.
I I love that game. I love that game, and I would love to be in the game.
Mr. Xerxes, what you got for us?
All right. So I got two. And I played these as a kid, I played these games extensively. I played multiple entries in these series. And that's Double Dragon and Ninja Gaiden.
Okay.
So like Double Dragon, I played all three of them. When I'm talking about the NES, old school NES. So I played all three Double Dragons. You know, I played all three Ninja Gaidens. And
Which
you know,
one
this
you, Demi or Jimmy?
Oh, maybe Billy, because
Era in the original.
Maybe Billy.
Demi.
Oh, Bimmy. maybe Billy. You know,
Billy.
I mean, because he's more like the hero. Because I know.
Oh yeah,
arcade,
Billy did wear blue, didn't he?
Yes, but see, here's the deal: is that in the arcade version, you know, you just had to square up with your brother to see who gets the girl.
Yes.
But in the NES version, they made Jimmy the villain because that wasn't a simultaneous two-player. Jimmy was the villain in that one. But yeah, you know, I played these games, you know, extensively. I like over and over again. I played one these. I used to rent them a whole lot. I had Double Dragon 2. I rented 1 and 3 a lot. You know, I used to rent Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 a lot. You know, so thoroughly enjoyed those. And thought about something. Wish I would have kept this. But this was just kind of so cool. This is how serious I was about gaming. When I was in the 5th grade, I kid you not, y'all, I wrote a letter to Nintendo asking them to make a Ninja Gaiden. Because I know, of course, as a kid, I didn't understand about developers and publishers and stuff like that. I was like, hey, it's just on Nintendo. Let me send a letter to them. I wrote them a letter asking them to make a Ninja Gaiden 3. And do y'all know I wrote out a script for that game? I wrote out because the game, because you know, the game, if y'all remember it, the game had cutscenes.
Yeah.
You know, between the levels, it had a bona fide, fleshed out story. I wrote a dang script for a Ninja Gaiden 3, and in my script, I made the character Foster from the first game. I made him a villain. So I got a letter back, and they back from them. They were like, you know, thank you for your great idea or something like that. And I think they said that Tecmo was already working on that. But what's funny is that in Ninja Gaiden 3, Foster was one of the villains. It's like, man. But yeah, I took the time out to write out a script.
Well,
I wish I kept it.
All right. So, what game as an adult would you? What video game world as an adult would you want to be in?
As an adult, maybe Final Fantasy X, because I got really invested in that game the first time.
Which character though?
You know what? Probably Orin, because it's just so cool. Because I mean, I love the cutscene when the fiends invade the Blitzball game and Luca, and he just standing there with his hand in his coat with that big sword. Like, what y'all running for? I don't see no difficulty here.
Flagging on his hip.
Yeah, and he just throw his arm out and he ready for action with a giant sword. But I got really invested in that game the first time I played it. I bought it on PS2.
Okay. And
when I was taking classes at HCC, and every day I came home, I got in that game because the story got me that much. I'm
not gonna lie, it did with me too. I was in it.
Yeah, I was emotionally invested in this game.
All right, Miss Araya, what do you have for us as an adult?
First of all, when I say this, everybody's gonna go, duh. The Sims.
You know what's funny? So I did the extra thing by picking one for everybody, and I was originally gonna pick The Sims for you, but I actually ended up picking Grand Theft Auto.
So somebody will run me over. Last night, somebody killed me like 3 times, and I didn't even see them. Like, I was like, where are they? No,
you've been away too long.
So for you, Zerk, personally, I chose a Metroidvania style game, just anyone. But But so The Sims, interesting. So would you want to be a Sim or the person controlling? Okay, I got that answer from the book.
I want to be both, like I am in real life when I play on PC. Like, I'm both. I have an Erana Sim, and she's fabulous and gorgeous, and she has lots of men and she sends her kids with those men because she got a life and she don't have time to take care of kids. And she's awesome. She's a YouTuber. Like she's great.
I'm also in
Um,
this world. Mm-hmm.
he is. He is. Now at this point I made him live in a hobo area because he was not behaving properly in real life. So he lived I showed him there were tires there. And he lived kind of in the tent. And then I made him. You remember your baby mama was that real natural lady that lived in that one cylindrical home that I made, and they had a very earthy child because he was, he was a hobo.
She gave me a chick that don't bathe. Is basically what she
And
did.
he got a lot of
She
armpit
would
hair,
not
but
say.
he was bad.
Hey, he got that PS2 copy of the FF10.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Oh, I was like, my eyeballs don't work.
all right, Mr. Boss, what you got for us?
All right, so mine came down to 3. 2 of them are along like Zerk's. They're Final Fantasy titles. One of them is Cyberpunk 2077. And so then I'll get to the FF titles.
So you just want to just glitch the whole time then, huh?
Yeah, so like in Cyberpunk 2077, I would only be in this world if I got money. Because otherwise, I'm not down there with the people that will just jump me and then dismantle me for parts. Not happening. Nah, you're not going to leave me on the side of the road with no arms and legs like hell. Starfish. No. Nope, not happening. I'm not gonna get my brain hacked because I got the internet and computers in there. No, I'm gonna have the best security. I'm gonna be in a high rise, 200 stories up, living lavishly. But the 2 Final Fantasy titles, I chose my favorite one, FF9.
FF9,
particularly VV or not.
VV, yeah.
Because I'd be a black mage and I'm immortal. So
why you got to be a black mage?
That's what he is. He's a 9-year-old. But and also that is my favorite video game character of all time, VV from Final Fantasy 9, like number 1, hands down. The second Final Fantasy title is Final Fantasy 12, and I would be Sky Pirate Balthier.
Because of Freya.
Balthier is cool.
Because of Fran.
No, he's only choosing Balthier because of Freya. That's it.
Whatever.
Hey, Fran.
Whatever.
Thank you, Fran. Sorry, Freya was Final Fantasy 9. Fran.
Girlfriend, that is mine.
Okay, Erana, to give you an idea, Fran is a tall, cat-like humanoid woman.
Bunny. So,
and she has ears like a bunny too.
Yeah. She's 7.5 feet tall, wears high heels all the time, and is no nonsense. She don't play. She will cut you quick.
We don't keep shame here, so go right ahead. We don't keep shame.
Oh, but man, like, oh yeah. So
I don't know how well it's gonna pick it up, but
that's Fran. That is Fran.
Oh no.
Long hair, bunny woman, or a Viera, as their race is called.
You said it's a fever?
Viera.
Oh,
Viera.
Viera. The
Her race.
It sounded like you said a fever. I was like, you
But so Scooter, what is yours?
She's sick. Oh shit.
She's sick.
My second choice was Infamous, mainly Second Son. You know, the ability to just touch a conduit and have their powers or alter their powers. Let's go. I'm choosing the evil side, just letting everybody know. But Infamous Second Son, but of course, number 1, it came out when Boss and I were teenagers, but got to go with Devil May Cry.
Ooh, okay.
There was no character at that time cooler than Dante.
None. Period. Dante.
We got to stick an honorable mention in there. Chaos Legion.
Yes. But yes.
Chaos Legion. You don't
No,
remember it,
that
Ronnie?
was
I brought it to when I first met you, the apartment you stayed in when you lived behind Best Buy. I brought that game over there. You was like it was loud. It was very loud.
it was loud.
Oh, y'all make fun of my old ears? Yeah. Rude and disrespectful.
But yes, Devil May Cry, Ebony and Ivory, Demon Hunter, mad confident in your skills that nobody couldn't say anything to you because you knew you was gonna get the job done. You could
Surfing
turn
missiles,
into a
eating
devil,
pizza.
right? So definitely, Devil May Cry would definitely be my number
But
one. All
you
right,
know something? I don't know why they had to give when they did Devil May Cry 3. How come he had the nipple halter top? You know, what was the
I don't
purpose
know.
of that? He had a leather strap.
He did.
He
Maybe
was
it's
young. Remember,
sensitive.
at that point, he was young.
That is true. He was young,
That
so
was
he might have been in
MCP3.
his.
MCP3 is the prequel, so he was very young in that one.
All right, so our last category, which should possibly be probably the fun category for everyone, uh, horror movie. Now, personally, I didn't watch a lot of horror movies as a kid. It was mainly slashers, and I'd be damned if I'm in a slasher. So all of mine are coming from the aspect of kind of an adult, and I'll circle back around for the other one. But it will be my first one.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It.
I watched It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. And once again, excuse the language, I will fuck Pennywise up.
No, sir. No, sir.
He's gonna bite your arm off.
No, sir. It's gonna be like
Not this guy.
We're gonna look across and he gonna be nibbling on you.
What was Pennywise's weakness? If Pennywise thought he was insignificant, he wasn't doing nothing.
That'd be covered in shit, I wouldn't know.
Smacked.
Nico said leprechaun in the hood.
Of course, Nico would say leprechaun in the hood. Of course he would. Why not? All right, boss. What you got for us?
All right.
As a kid now, remember, as a kid.
It came down to two as a kid. And both of these are very children horror like series. First one would be Scooby-Doo. Number one, because none of the monsters are real.
Okay.
It's always somebody basically committing white collar crimes and just hiding it behind hauntings. That's it. So, like, there's no chance of me dying. There's no chance of me getting hurt. None of them ever had a gun.
Right, like nobody ever got pissed at the kids and be like, you know what? Fuck this. Like none of that.
Nobody pulled a weapon on these people and just like, you know what? Nobody's around.
But you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because you know what's always amazing with Scooby-Doo? The technology that all these villains had, especially in the later Scooby-Doos. It was like, wait, how did you make a projection of yourself?
Here's the thing.
And you was like, wait.
In the old ones, it was always pulleys, wires, trapdoors, mirrors.
Always.
You're going to Arkham. Like you are not allowed to be in regular jail.
Right? Like, were you some kind of movie director before you joined this life of crime? And
right.
In the later versions, they always had computers and holograms and other shit. It's like, why?
But no, that's the funny part, Nico. But hold on. If you just saw Nico's comment, but they couldn't get away with petty crimes.
No, they
didn't have good common sense.
People thought of these elaborate ideas, but could not pull off petty crimes. Like,
nope.
Get a job. Just do that. But
what you got for your other one?
The other one was I mentioned is also a kids series, Goosebumps. The reason why I couldn't settle on this.
I go back on my answer. I choose Goosebumps too because I had damn near every book.
Same. That's
So
because I read all those books. Egg
I'll be
Hunt
in
from
Goosebumps.
Mars, The Monster Mash, Say Cheese and Die, Night of the Living Dummy. Like they're like the
Night of the
monsters in
Dummies.
every single story are horrifying, but there are always simple ways to get rid of them.
Always.
Like some of them they never got rid of, and there was not always a happy ending for everybody. But
So we just throw the dummy in the wood chipper.
Basically. All right, so the next two I'm definitely wanting to hear. Miss Aranya, what you got?
So this took a lot to think about as a child. The movie I wanted to be a part of, and then I thought about it. There's actually two. I wanted to be a part of Cat People, the '80s one. Don't think about the tumultuous relationship. Think about me as a child wanting to be a cat person. Remember, I'm a hero. I want to do stuff, and to be able to transform into cat people, I'm on it. And I used to be like this, yay! As an adult, I look at it and I'm like this. Did I even like that?
And here's the thing: when you said cat people, I was like, and I'm glad you said the '80s one, because if you would have went back to the black and white one, like so you just black out, you go on adventures as a cat in the middle of the night, you come back and now you just don't know what happened.
Lame. And you know I'm not gonna watch that in black and white. You know this. The second one is Firestarter because I wanted to be Drew Barrymore. I used to sit there and practice, and I was like, I can catch something on fire with my mind. I know I can, and I stare at a piece of paper like.
So when did that realization kick in that you couldn't do it?
About a year later, I was like, I thought I was warming up to it. It didn't work out, and I was like, well, I'm not a fire starter. The wind didn't blow it. My hair wasn't like this. You know, I didn't start sweating. I would just sit there staring at a piece of paper, and my parents were looking at me like, "What are you doing? It's weird." So that was disappointing. But I wanted to be a part of that movie.
All right, Zerk, what you got for us as a kid?
You know, I imagined myself as a kid once in that movie Death by Temptation as like a demon hunter.
Okay.
See, so some people may not remember that's kind of an obscure black horror movie from the 90s. You know, but the thing is, it's an excellent freaking horror movie. Very well written. But I picture myself as like a demon hunter, like, you know, I had a past or I knew who the woman really was. And we had run-ins in the past before. So I was after her. So I kind of picture myself doing that. Kind of like a hero in the movie.
Okay. Once again, I just see little 8-year-old Zerk in a whole Van Helsing like outfit.
Well, I used to imagine myself as an adult, though, being in these, though.
Oh,
No, he said Cuba.
You said what?
Planet Nico, or Nico, when you said Death by Temptation, he's thinking of Fighting Temptation with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Beyonce.
Nico, damn it! Boss is falling out of his chair.
No,
right,
Death
sir,
by Temptation.
To round it off, what horror movie as an adult would you want to be a part of? Because I know what I chose for you.
The Interview with a Vampire Universe. I'd be a vampire.
Really? Because I chose Nightbreed for you.
I could do with that, but
because you talk about that movie so much that it was like, oh, of course you'd be in that.
You know, I could be. I could be a cool vampire. You know, but as long as I was like turned like maybe a little younger in my 20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, since I won't age anymore. You know, when I have that virility of being in my 20s, since I'm gonna be stuck like that forever. You know, I could have pulled off being a werewolf in the underworld, even though that's not necessarily horror for the sake of being scary, kind of like maybe fantasy action in a way. But I could have been really either or, a vampire or a werewolf.
Okay.
Out of those. Nightbreed, if you chose Nightbreed for me, long as I'm not something that's just disfigured.
I mean, it'll be whatever you choose to be.
I would have to be something.
You know the world better than I do.
I would have to be something still like Boone or maybe like movie version Pelican, because the book version Pelican, he can turn into some type of lizard monster.
So,
She in tears.
don't let him go in the
boss
sun.
kicking you.
What's gonna happen?
Oh my God.
What's gonna happen? They gonna be like, save my child. Whoop the A-town stomp.
All right. So with this category, personally, I will save the best for last. So I'm gonna go ahead and go next. As an adult, put me once again, Cabin in the Woods, Let Me Die by Unicorn. I
Right on. Right
I
on.
walk with it. Just let
Yes.
me die by the unicorn. If I die by anything else, I want to do over. Let me die by the unicorn. That means I don't want to be one of them dumbass teens inside the cabin reading random things. Let me work in the facility. Let me be that one dude who was like, "Oh no, there's a unicorn." Stabbed by a unicorn. There
He's
you go.
gonna be maintenance. That's Scooter. He's
Well,
maintenance.
whoever was the dude that died by the unicorn, let me be that man. Because at least when I go to the afterlife, they're gonna be like, "Say, fam, how you die?" Unicorn? What? A unicorn? A unicorn got me, horn and all, just went bow right through me. Unicorn. I think I saw my heart on its horn before I died. Unicorn. Boss, what you got for us?
So when I heard the category and it was just horror, so
Oh, wait, hold on. No, he had the most embarrassing death, Nico. He was talking about I don't want to be Thor and drive off the cliff and hit the
We're not gonna do him nor Jesse Williams, my beautiful, real, sexy
hit the
man.
barrier. No, Thor. And you know what? Hold on. Thor's death was so bad because it was so just like he's
You're
gonna
like,
do it. And next thing you know,
damn. Oh,
we
next
knew
thing
it
you
was
know,
coming.
boom.
Like
Next
we
thing
knew
you
it
know,
was coming.
boom.
Like,
Then it was funny because next thing you know, Chris Hemsworth got Samuel L. Jackson just dead.
and you like this. There you
and he
go.
plugged the wall multiple times on the way down. But
You did.
as
All
I
right,
was saying,
boss, what you
so
got?
when I heard the category was horror, I didn't hear the specificity that it was either TV or film.
Whatever you want.
So I came
Horror.
with three.
Okay.
So first one, I was thinking like Van Helsing.
Okay.
With Wolverine, you know,
Okay.
going around the world hunting different creatures, vampires, who was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and all of them, and become a werewolf, all that. Second one was I was gonna be, and I went sci-fi horror. I was like, let me be Ripley, like, we'll nuke them from orbit. Oh, you ain't gonna do it? Blow, you dead now. We nuking them from orbit.
Let me add a side note to that, boss. Since you brought that up, did y'all see the way how nonchalant she was when she said it? She wasn't even looking at them. She's smoking a cigarette. I said we nuked the site from orbit.
That part.
Just play like no
Hero.
nonsense, no bullshit.
Hero.
Nuke them from orbit. That's the only time I'm gonna tell you. So, and the last one was TV, and I think Erana can appreciate this one.
Supernatural.
What?
I'd be a
Supernatural.
Winchester. Supernatural. I'd be a Winchester. Yep. Look, I'd be a Winchester. We're traveling around with my brother, killing things, like saving, like they say in the quote at the beginning of every episode, saving people, hunting things. I'm gonna be a hunter. I'm gonna be a Winchester. My daddy, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, like you know, so you know, like man, come on, like
So,
I was walking every bar.
okay.
I killed Lucifer, like holla at me.
But will you be the one driving the car though?
Hell yeah, I'm saying I'm Dean. Like I'm not saying like I'm driving the car. The car's
All right, so I said we were saving the best for last because our resident horror movie queen, Aranya, what do you have for us?
I have two, and I'll say the one we've already mentioned. I do want to be a part of the night read. I would prefer to be the chick with the porcupine thing and the nostrils that were like this.
okay.
I want to be something. I don't want to look normal. we all know in real life, I was hoping to grow a tail. Just I want a tail. I want it to be long and fluffy, and I would like it to have a secret hook at the end so that I can stab people. Like I want to be something that I cannot go out in public where people will be like, "Oh, look, a normal person." No, they'd be like this. What the hell is that?
Well,
I, I, I'm not a hero. We all know we had this discussion. I'm no hero. I want to be a
You shot the
mutated.
squirrel.
That squirrel was disrespecting me.
Mhm, mhm.
Anyways, the second one is Annihilation. I don't know if anybody has seen that film.
No, I have
It's
not
a
seen it yet. Not
sci-fi
yet.
horror. I y'all know I love alien things. I love weird alien craziness, and I'm not gonna choose a movie where my life is necessarily in danger. I am no hero. I don't want to be a hero. I'm not hunting anything. Leave me alone. So, Annihilation, I would love to be the person that discovers the alien. I would love
Okay.
to be like, where am I? What is this? Stuff. Because that is me. If y'all think about it, I love discovering new things. I love exploring new places. I'm like, now I may not come back because you know what happens to people that explore. You know, remember when the tornadoes were out here? I opened my door and I was like, "You been outside?" Like, I like exploring new things. So to me, to look at Annihilation and be like, "Wait, where am I? This is everything." I'm down. Like I want to do it.
All right. Zerk, you got any closing statements before we wrap it up?
Wait,
I think we forgot
Oh
to
wait,
mention
did you still
fantasy.
want to do that one with the time?
yeah, because remember I said 15. So well, this
Okay.
is
Well.
really cooking.
Okay.
Right,
Well,
what you got, Erana?
we have one more little bonus topic, and what movie, game, TV show, person, song, or whatever do you think is overrated? And this topic came from Miss Aranya herself. Do you want to go first?
Um, no. The
Don't be
first,
scared. Don't be scared.
I'm not scared.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Huh.
I'll say.
Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids. I think that movie is mad overrated. I said it. Bridesmaids. Let me get all up in the mic so you can hear it.
Oh, look at him.
Bridesmaids.
Look at him.
Oh, and Hunger Games. That overrated.
Really? Wow. Wait a minute. Hold on now.
Overrated.
I will be a tribute. So great.
Yeah,
That is
Lenny
good.
Kravitz is probably like my favorite character in that series, even though he got killed, but still,
No matter.
because he was cool as Freddie Jackson sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm.
It was still overrated.
I have a game that I feel is overrated.
What's
All right,
that?
what you got?
Every last one of the
Oh,
Call of Duty.
oh, I thought you about to
I'm
say something
sorry,
else.
guys.
I thought you about to say something else.
No,
Call of
Every last
Duty.
one of the what?
Call of Duty.
all of them.
Oh,
They are
okay.
so overrated. Like I understand some little part, but as far as the popularity of them, I just really feel like they're fucking overrated. Like what?
Okay.
Here's the thing. I did not. Me and Scoop both did not own a single Call of Duty
Until this one.
Cold War. Never,
Yeah.
never even played one really until Warzone. So you ain't hurting my feelings
At all.
Like, so,
All right. Boss or Zerk, do y'all want to go?
I've never watched this show. I don't have a desire to watch it. But why is Friends so goddamn popular? What's so special about Friends?
Do you want me to be honest with you, or do you want me to like
No,
give
be
a
honest.
PC answer?
No, what's the honesty of it?
Did
Wait
you
a
watch
minute.
Living Single?
Well, you know, I get what you're going with that. I love living single.
Okay.
I
Well,
love living single.
Watch Mojo actually did a list on the top 10 copycat shows of all time, and number one was Friends copycat and living single.
I like Friends better. I
All right,
said it.
so she's gonna be kicked from the rest of this podcast. So everybody wave bye to Aranya.
Friends
You know,
is my
'cause-
butt crack.
I
you
have
know,
not seen
'cause
every episode
Friends is
I
a
have not seen
dingleberry.
every episode of Friends. I've seen quite a few episodes.
Friends
I've probably
is
seen
a
enough
skid
to
mark.
make up 2 seasons. But
Friends
Friends
gives you
is
hemorrhoids.
enjoyable. It's enjoyable.
it is
I'll
enjoyable.
say this.
Friends
I'll say this.
gives you the itchy balls.
I'll,
Friends
And
makes it burn when you pee.
see, now he looked at me crazy when I said he's the ninja that says the craziest stuff with the smoothest voice. He looked at me crazy, and look what he's doing in the last
Right.
few minutes, proving me right.
oh man.
All right,
But,
boss, what you got for something that's overrated?
Friends is anal cream.
All right. So, overrated character.
Overrated anything?
And I want everybody to listen up. I want the future people that will join this podcast to come back here and hear this. Batman. Most overrated character in the motherfucking world. Period.
Oh, he's muted. He's muted.
Hey, I think a friendship is just
Don't
ended.
mute me. Don't mute me.
Wow.
All right, so you know, boss had to go suddenly. You know, he had an emergency he had to attend to, so he had to leave abruptly and suddenly. So you know, I hope people didn't hear what he had exactly, Nico. Exactly. So I don't know, like obviously he had some type of mental breakdown what he said. So, you know, maybe you know he'll act right. Maybe his little psychotic break, you know, he did just escape from Arkham. Like,
Speaking of
a week
psychotic
ago.
breaks, Bruce Wayne is psychotic. He
All right,
is the most overrated character.
this what happens when you don't act right. This what happens when you don't act right. See, ain't nobody get on here. You know what? Fine. You know it is your opinion. So go ahead and speak your mind. Go ahead and speak your mind.
All right, come on. How is it?
Exactly, Nico. Exactly.
No.
Nico just said no. Wait. Nico just said he don't know if he'll ever get over this.
Written to a way where he can take down gods and monsters, but he can't beat up a clown and some Stacey Adams. He can't stop a clown and some Stacey Adams. Come on now. He is supposed to be the world's greatest detective, know all martial arts, the peak of human physical condition beyond that. That is his comic description, is it not? I was a Batman fan as a child, but when you grow older, you start looking and analyzing. Come on now. But every time he faces up against the Stacey Adams clown, he gets blindsided in the back of the dome with whatever kind of object, a crowbar, a chair. He basically gets TLC'd by a clown.
How come Scooter looking like Rick Ross right now?
Because he knows it's the truth. Like Batman will beat up Darkseid, a being that has existed since the dawn of time. Kill Darkseid, but he can't beat up a clown. He can't stop his own villains in Gotham, which includes the Stacey Adams clown, which includes a mutated man that has the skin of a crocodile. Whichever version you want to look at, we're going with the original one that just has a skin condition and sharp teeth that he filed down. We have a man that just throws dust at people and dresses up in an old burlap sack, calls himself the Scarecrow. We have a very fat motherfucker with an umbrella that he can't whoop. Come on. And he runs
and let's not forget the fool with all the question marks on him.
Oh,
a question mark suit.
A narcissist.
I like Batman though.
Riddles that he can't stop. He can't put these people down for good. Come on. I'll even say this. His daddy is a better Batman than Batman. Thomas Wayne is a better Batman than Bruce Wayne ever was in whatever iteration you know and love. Why? He killed
Is you finished or are you done? Is
he
you
killed
finished or are you done?
every villain except his wife. That's it.
Is
Come
you
on.
finished or are you done?
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Everybody, hold up. Stop the presses. Hang on. Boss, you've been stewing on this for a while.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
You've been holding on this for maybe like a couple of
long
years, maybe.
years. Like you watch Batman, whether it be the old cartoon, which I love, it's a good cartoon show. You watch the movies with Christopher Nolan. You watch those Joel Schumacher ones. You watch the Tim Burton ones, which are classics with Michael Keaton.
They are classics.
Classics. And you just realize he is a failure. Every time he does something, it is a failure. He can't save his city. So that shit in the end of the Dark Knight is that he's not the hero we need. He's the one we got or whatever. I forget the exact quote. No, he's the one you got and the one you need because he can't stop shit. He can't do nothing. Like, come on now. Come on now.
Hey, so we have an announcement to make. This is Boss Carter's last time appearing with the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. As of today, he will be his own entity, his own separate being. So I hope this hour and 16 plus minutes, y'all enjoyed everything he has to say. Because starting in 5 minutes, he is officially kicked out.
Let's
I
not
don't like
forget
Disney
the fact that
movies.
when he sat, what is that chair called? The Mobius chair?
Okay, fine.
When he gained omnipotence and he still couldn't
We
do nothing?
get it.
Hey,
We will
Scooter.
let you go on another Batman rant at another time.
Hey, Scooter. You know something?
What's up?
I don't like Disney movies with all that goddamn singing.
I mean, as I got older, I kind of agree with you on that too. They got a
I
little
mean, I
overrated.
like The Lion King.
Oh,
you know.
hey, you know what else I thought was overrated? And I don't really care. I mean, I do care because I do love her, but Little Mermaid.
See,
I'm sorry,
now-
Aranya, but
See, don't worry, Ronnie.
Hey.
This right here is just retaliation. That's all this is.
no, it's not. No,
I didn't see
it's not.
anything.
You know,
I mean,
I don't.
Kingdom Hearts. No, Kingdom Hearts really made me
Well-
hate Little Mermaid. And then when I actually saw Little Mermaid again, I hate it.
Here's the thing. You know, I don't like musicals. Period. I mean, the only one that I mean, of course, I've seen The Wiz. That's like a special
Yeah, I mean,
case.
we kind of
a
have
little
to.
special
Look at
case.
Sweeney
Okay.
Todd.
You know, I like The
You
Wiz.
hate the Wiz. What?
hate it.
You know,
What?
but
Michael Jackson?
and
Diana
the
Ross?
only other one like
Richard
I
Pryor?
watched on purpose because it was weird was Sweeney Todd. I mean, come on, it's Johnny Depp being weird. Even though it's singing in that one, but the movie is just dark and weird. So I kind of like that. But
You know what?
I
Okay.
just not excited about musicals.
You know what? How about this? We'll put a pin in this subject and we'll have a part 2 with this subject. Because obviously we got some feelings, especially this motherfucker below me. We got feelings, and apparently, you know, we all need to get our overrated feelings out. So we'll put a pin in this, and we'll probably have a part 2 next week after the end of our conversation. Which, before we go, we want to give a preview of next week's topic. So, Miss Aranya, will you let the people out there know next week's topic?
Okay, next week's topic is going to be if you can meet anybody from the past, present, or future, real or fictional, who would it be and why? Shout out to my dad for that really awesome topic. So that will be our topic next week.
Are we choosing 3? Are we choosing one from the past, one from the present, and the future, or are we just choosing whatever?
We'll do 3. We'll do 3.
Oh no, Nico, I plan on holding Boss all the way accountable, all the way. Like I said, he about to get kicked out. I don't have the power to kick him out, but I'm gonna just probably beat the shit out of him like Batman would beat the shit out of his Gotham villains to where he probably can't play no more. How about that?
Yeah, just walking home at night with
Mm.
my groceries. I want to buy a fifth of weed and not get my arm broken and sent to the
Yeah.
hospital.
How
For
about how about
$30,000
how about
a
I
day.
give you a good old
And I just
fashioned
have to go home and relax.
Batman beatdown to where you just can't participate? How about that? But with that being said, Zerk, you got any final thoughts?
Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or asked the mighty Bontrail where he's been? Y'all should know about what I mean by why I got
Got them
Bontrail
fun
from.
trails, baby.
Not
Uh,
Woodchuck, Bontrail.
Aranya, you have any final thoughts?
I would like to say a special thank you to Lolly for my awesome earrings and my bracelet. If you guys like it, I will be donning these different earrings every podcast. Go follow her on Shop Lollipop on Instagram. She's amazing. That's all I have.
Boss, you have any final thoughts for this week?
Yeah. Want to thank everybody who showed up. We appreciate it. Want to give a shout out to Planet Nico for finishing Resident Evil 8 last night.
Oh, he did finish it?
He
I
finished.
missed it.
He
I
got
congrats,
through. He made
Joe.
it through.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
Wait,
was
how late did you stay up playing it?
like right when he popped the final bullet. That was when I was dozing.
No, wait. What time did the stream end?
Like it was after 1. So,
Okay.
I was sleeping like 9.
Well,
so,
Nico, congrats, my brother. I didn't know you ended up finishing it last night.
Yeah.
right. So, but yeah, so a lot of exciting things coming in the weeks for the ninjas. I just want to say that we're going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming a mystery game that the other 3 don't even know about tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart soon. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
My final thoughts is, boss, you might have just messed up 20 years of friendship with your Batman's take. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just fucking with you. But final thoughts is that we actually have some pretty interesting and good answers.
Right.
I just kind of wish our audio issues didn't happen this week, but it would be rectified next week. But hey,
Hopefully so.
Absolutely.
but other than that, I want to thank my beautiful ninjas. And with that being said, everybody, us as the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, we just trying to make our ninja village proud. And with that being said, good night, everybody.
Good
We'll see
night.
you in a bit.
Thank you.
Good night, all.